Gemini, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, and Scorpio. Here's what's coming for you in July. Gemini, you are about to be on fire. I mean, absolutely no one should be messing with you throughout the entire summer, truly. Mars is now in your sign, and you're going to feel like your energy is back to you. You're going to feel like you are ready to take decisive action and a little bit more risk. Mars and Uranus are starting a new cycle in your first house, and this is literally going to shift your identity, who you are, how you show up, who's around you, who's coming with you, who's going away. And this is not a destructive reinvention. This is more so a version of you that has been buried so deep because you were too focused on everybody else's expectations of you, and now your nervous system is like tired of pretending. Decisions and the way that you go about things over the next 6 weeks are going to shock a lot of people. Saturn and Neptune are going to retrograde in your 11th house of friendship, community, networks of people, and this is really going to change who's around you. Who are your friends? Why are they there? Why are they not there? Who's showing up? Who's right for you? Who's no longer vibrating on the same level as you? Not every relationship is meant to last forever. Not everybody is going to be coming with you on your next journey, and that's okay. Sometimes people come in just to show you more of who you are, and then they go about their life. But the gist and the moral of July is all about what's happening in your second house. Mercury is retrograding in Cancer. The sun is in Cancer. We're about to have a new moon in Cancer. And this is all about the way that you've been negotiating your worth, your confidence, your self-esteem, the way you value yourself, all goes up for a reinvention. You are no longer negotiating what it is that you know you bring to the table. July is going to show you where you've tied your productivity to your worth. And the more you start believing in your value, the less you'll settle for situations that constantly require you to prove it. When really you can just show up, know you've got it, and let it all flow onto your lap. Now Jupiter is in your third house in the sign of Leo for an entire year. If you wanted to go viral on social media, if you wanted to write a book, if you wanted to communicate, start a podcast, this is going to be the transit to do so. Sagittarius, what a massive month for relationships. You are going to put a lot of energy into that one-on-one, and it doesn't have to be just romantic. It can be in any way that you relate to the other person. Business partnerships, therapists, astrologists that are in your life, friends. Uranus in your 7th house is showing you that maybe the way that you approached relationships in the past is no longer the way to do so. And so you're changing through the other, if that makes sense. Relationships become mirrors. You just might attract someone that is just like you. Uranus and Mars's energy is fast. This is almost like you meet the love of your life, and then the next day you two are off getting married, or you realize that this person and this relationship dynamic is not for me, and Uranus will help you cut it. It will really help you just kind of break free. Neptune and Saturn go retrograde for the next 5-6 months in your 5th house, which is another house that governs relationships. It's the way that you approach romance in your life. It's the way that you describe what joy is to you, what makes you feel alive. Maybe somewhere along the way you could have protected yourself by expecting disappointment, or that love always fails, or that it's just not for you, before love even had the chance to surprise you. July asks you to stop treating vulnerability like weakness. It asks you to learn how to merge between you and another soul. All that 8th house energy, that's where we store our griefs, our wounds, our guilt, our shame. That's the 8th house. It is literally the basement of the psyche. That new moon, I'm not saying you're going to get all the answers by the end of July, because you probably aren't. The 8th house is how we deal with our trauma. I do think that you are going to release yourself from emotional weight that you've been carrying for a really, really long time. The way that you approach intimacy, the way that you are vulnerable, the way that you relate to others. And through all of that, your chart ruler is sitting in that 9th house, and it is going to make you open up your horizons, and the way that you see life, the way that you see relationships, the way that you see yourself or your future and where it's going is going to change. And it's going to change through a spiritualist, a guru, a teacher, a book, a life-changing trip that comes forward in your life over the next year. Jupiter and Pluto's opposition with your 3rd house, your words, the things that you say out loud, your thoughts, all of the anxieties that come up are going to be breaking free. And it's through this whole new shift of perspective, and it might come through a relationship that's in your life, because all of it is kind of connected together. So pay attention to who's in your life, what they're trying to teach you, a therapist, whatever it is, and allow your mindset to shift. Aquarius, what a romantic month. Mars, Uranus start a new cycle in your 5th house, and this is like butterflies in your stomach type of love. This is like a crush that just keeps you on your toes. This is your hobbies and what makes you excited and what brings you joy, and Mars is just going to go after feeling alive. Saturn and Neptune go retrograde in your 3rd house, and this is really going to help you study something new, learn, teach, communicate, blow up on social media. I remember when Saturn was in my 3rd house, I started TikTok. Will help you take it really, really seriously. And then there's a massive emphasis on your 6th house. Mercury retrogrades in that house, and this has a lot to do with your health, your pets, your day-to-day routine, what exhausts you, what makes you feel alive, and reorganizing and restructuring your day-to-day. Jupiter is now in your 7th house for an entire year, and this is going to be expanding the relationship sector of your life. Ready to put a ring on it, get ready to get cuffed. This is like the biggest relationship transit Aquarius has had in years. This is all about commitment, and this could bring a new business partner into your life. If you're already married, then your spouse's life exceeds and gets bigger, or their life gets better. And that Jupiter-Pluto opposition that we are going to have July 20th, it's pretty rare. You are literally transforming. Your entire identity is shifting. And the people that are in your life are either going to be the reason for that, and they're either going to be able to keep up with that transition, or they are going to go. And by the end of the month, get ready for a lot of recognition. There's a full moon in your sign. You could feel a little emotional. You could feel like there's a lot happening and there's a lot of feelings. Aquarius, this full moon is going to bring you closer to your purpose. It is going to show you why you're here, and you are just going to feel extremely aligned with your life force. Changing, your relationships are asking to evolve and grow with you, and because Jupiter is opposing you, it looks like they are, and Venus in the 8th house is going to help you merge and deepen connections. So good luck, Aquarius. Cancer, there's a Mercury retrograde in your sign. You are coming back to you. There is more balance and more harmony coming forward in relationships. Mars and Uranus begin a new cycle in the 12th house, and it's going to quietly tackle down fears, and it is going to help you awaken to unconscious patterns and emotional baggage that you might have been carrying within yourself, through relationships, through your family life, for a really long time. It's kind of like a private month where the transformation is not like visibly seen, but it's more like internal. Your subconscious mind is purifying itself. Kind of like you wake up one morning and realize that something that used to consume you no longer has that toll, has that weight, and you break free from it. Saturn and Neptune go retrograde in your 10th house, and this is kind of like a 6-month period of rethinking your relationship with success. You may realize that you've spent years chasing goals that looked impressive but no longer feel meaningful. And I think that Neptune in your 10th alone, you need to be doing something over the next 15 years that moves you, that creates a legacy, that brings forward your truth. There's a new moon in your sign. This happens once a year, and it's going to help you rewrite the story of who you are, how you see yourself, how you want to present yourself to this world. So July is a rare opportunity to help reconnect you with parts of yourself that you might have rushed through or dismissed. Jupiter in your 2nd house, opposing Pluto in your 8th, is asking you to redefine what security truly means, financially, emotionally, mentally. It's not just about money. It's about believing that you can trust yourself without needing to control every outcome, or letting go of ways you've held on too tightly when it comes to financial matters or intimate matters. By the end of the month, during that Aquarius full moon, an emotional attachment that you had, or a fear of loss, grief, shame, comes to an end. Aquarius energy helps us detach from all the things that we thought we couldn't live without, from the ways that we felt like we needed to control certain outcomes or people. Capricorn and Scorpio, go to the next video right now.